Yesterday, Baro brought primed Regen with him. He will still be selling it till the 15th of January 2017. After that, he might bring it back, who knows. But this mod will basically, when maxed, regenerate your sentinel 3 times with 100% max health. What people don't tend to know about this is Regen, and this goes for the normal version of the mod as well, was given a passive where for every mod rank you will have 1 second of invulnerability, which means the prime version, your sentinel when it comes back to life will be invulnerable for, it's arguable. People keep saying 10 seconds, but if it has 1 second to unrank and you rank it up 10, 10 plus 1, that's 11. I cannot confirm that it has the 1 at unranked though, which is a bit of a pain, so it's either 10 or 11 seconds, one or the other. But even if we stick with the 10 seconds, that's 10 seconds of it being basically invincible. It's invulnerable, it won't take damage. This is useful because even if you use all 3 stacks or 3 regens back to back, that's 30 seconds of invincible, invulnerable, unkillable sentinel. Yes, this is why it's being called a band-aid fix for sentinel survivability. I will agree, that is pretty much exactly what it is. It's kind of a band-aid fix for them. There does need to be what you would call a super sentinel, where it has nearly twice, or maybe I don't know what the best fix for this would be. I personally would have loved them to see them implement the companion type system. When your sentinel dies, it just falls to the ground and you have to run up to it and revive it. That would have been a much easier fix for the whole sentinel survivability. Of course, people would then complain that they are constantly reviving their sentinels. And with the fact that Regen is already an existing mod, that thing would be a problem because the sentinel would die, come back to life, but where would the whole reviving it play in? And okay, it's not a system that exists anyway, but if you think about it, a companion will run away, get downed. I have seen entire teams get killed trying to revive that stupid companion. If a sentinel dies, they're usually right above you. All you've got to do is stop shooting, regenerate it, go back to what you were doing. You don't even have to move to do this, which is why I thought that would have been a nice system in the first place, but meh. It would just be annoying as all heck. This was kind of a band-aid fix for it, yes. Sentinel survivability is still a problem, but this mod does exactly what it says it does. It will regenerate the sentinel 3 times to max health, and then having the passive of being invulnerable for, when maxed, 10-11 seconds. That has kind of addressed the whole sentinel survivability on higher level missions, but it has still left a lot of salt in the community, shall we say, because the amount of hatred that this mod has gotten has been a little bit overkill. The forums is just ablaze with the hatred behind this thing, and personally I don't see why. I don't use the companions, I use sentinels all the time, and even though, yes, I only really ranked mine up to 9 because it still has the 3 times regen, but only regenerates 95% of the max health. Can address that 5% health fairly easily in the whole 10 seconds of it being invulnerable, but using it for less than a day, I have found my sentinel more useful than it's ever actually been on the higher level stuff. So the mod works, it does what it says it does. It may be a band-aid fix, yes, it is insanely expensive as well, so actually getting a hold of one of these things and leveling it to max is way more expensive than it's actually worth. If I had have known this beforehand, because the passive's also on the normal regen, I wouldn't have poured my endo into this, I would have just stuck with the normal one. So the mod itself is still useful if you use sentinels a lot of the time, because they can regenerate your shields and your health if you happen to have medkit in this. So yeah, it is usable. It does kind of address the sentinel survivability, though not as much as people would like.